to All Things Keto with Kelsey. I'm Kelsey, and today I'm going to start cleaning out my cupboards and my pantry. I'm in the middle of a fast today, so it's a perfect day for a project. So I've got my Earl Grey tea around here somewhere, and I'm just gonna start cleaning stuff out. I'm gonna show you some things that I have kind of accumulated into my cabinets that I'm cleaning out a little bit. So I'm just gonna give you a little overview of my cabinet right now. This is the one I'm gonna focus on today. So I've got all my stuff cleared out of my cupboards, wiped down, organizing it into different sections. So this is going to be my coffee spot, electrolytes, tea, jello, gelatin, nuts, and like coconut, like things that you would make granola with, and then whatever's left. So we'll see what we have left. A little different than I expected, but it's a lot better than the original. We have our coffee station. Now my MCT oil wouldn't fit down here, so I put it up here. So I actually have some salt and my stevias up there with some nut pods that aren't opened. I have my coffee grounds, I have some sweeteners, and then I have like the chocolate salts down here because I like them in my coffee. And then just some filters and grinder. I have my kind of unopened or larger amounts of tea here. And then I have my electrolytes that I'm not using right now. And then going over here, we have a box of tea that I regularly use from, and then my 2 open teas, some hot cocoa packets for the kiddos, and then some more sweetener. Then we've got our nuts, unsweetened coconut, flaxseed, and then we have jello and gelatin and some chocolate chips. Okay, so that cupboard's cleaned out, and it brings me to kind of what I am getting rid of. These are things that have been in there for a year or two that I haven't used, or something that maybe is expired and has gone bad. Or it's something that I just don't want to be tempted to use anymore. So, can you hold this? So this is ground flaxseed. I used to make homemade granola with it a lot, and it just is over a year old now. It can go rancid in the cupboard, so I'm gonna just get rid of this. It's not very expensive, but I think the next time I buy it, I'll probably buy smaller bags so that I don't have this problem in the future. We have some espresso beans that are expired by 3 years. Coffee beans are something that do also go rancid, and I unfortunately let these go bad. I forgot about them, so I found them when I cleaned them out. Then I have a few sliced almonds. These are expired, I think a year and a half ago, and they have been starting to taste a little funny, so I'm just gonna get rid of those. Are not expired, but these are things that I do not want to consume anymore. These are sweetened with sucralose, and sucralose actually gives me an instant headache now. So unfortunately, this happens to be, here, you hold this one, I'll trade you. Okay, can I hold this? This is the Starbucks brand, and I used to really like their syrup in my coffee when I went there, but I've switched to just a regular Americano, iced or hot, no flavoring, and it doesn't bother me, it's very good. But this actually has maltodextrin and as well as sucralose, so two, questionable ingredients. So this is cupboard number 2. They're just kind of another cupboard where a bunch of stuff gets stuck all the time. I'm gonna hopefully get things a little bit more organized and accessible and get rid of anything that I haven't used in a while. So this is what it looks like now. We have kind of our salt corner with my open electrolytes and then my iodine. That's where I get my electrolyte water mixed up every day. Got some almond butter and snacks for the kids and some vitamins. And then I always put my spicy spices up here, kind of out of reach for the kids. So I have cayenne pepper and red pepper. And then I've got some keto granola that the kids like to eat on their yogurt. Got some extra vitamins and probiotics up there, and some miscellaneous kitchen stuff. I have some egg white powder here. I'm definitely going to need to make Maria Emmerich's egg white bread again. I need to use this before this summer because it'll go bad this summer. But that was quite expensive, so I don't want to let that go to waste. Then I got all my sweeteners, and then things for like fat bombs, peanut butter for the kids and stuff like that. Then I have maple syrup for I mostly use this for salad dressing for a spinach salad that I make. I have chia seeds, and then my knives, which are also out of reach for the kids. I use xanthan gum on a regular basis, and that kind of brings this cupboard to a close. Okay, so I want to talk about the things that I am tossing from this cupboard. A goat whey protein I got for the kids at a discount store. It was like $6. We tried it a couple of times and they were not a huge fan. It is expired by 3 months now, so I'm gonna let that go. I have several salt shakers that are pretty much at the end, so I'm gonna get rid of those. Then we have a couple of seasonings that are expired or have ingredients that I'm not a huge fan of. I bought this at Sam's, and it said 0 carbs, and I was in a hurry. I didn't read all the ingredients, but you can see clearly the second ingredient is brown sugar. Then a little further down there's maltodextrin. So those are 2 things I like to avoid. My family didn't even like the flavor, so I'm just gonna let that go and not feel too guilty about it. I have some broth base, kind of like bouillon cubes, but you would just like measure it with a spoon. But these are hard, almost gone, but they are also, they have maltodextrin in them. They have soybean oil, yeast extract, dextrose, so they're not ideal anyway. So I'm kind of moving away from the bouillon stuff. Then I have some random extra spice blends that I have not labeled, so those are going to go in the trash. And that's pretty much what I'm tossing from this cupboard, so not too bad. We're on to our pantry, the final big spot for food items I have. So I have done this pantry recently, but Christmas and Thanksgiving came, so we have a few things that aren't usually in there. But we will get started on it. I can tell the pantry is done. It looks a lot better. But I can tell I have cleaned the pantry out recently because I did not have very much to throw out. There were a few things that my kids don't really like, but I'll be putting these in my food pantry at church. These are not expired. They're sealed, so I have a bunch of those. Then I had some baby food in there that was not expired yet. I have a can of salmon that I am probably going to try to use soon because it's going to be expired in March. So I'm going to try to get that used because I don't want it to go to waste. But I also found a peach flavor. I was using it for peach tea this summer, but I'm actually going to toss this because I've tossed my other flavor syrups. So sad, but it's gonna go. And then mostly the rest is just trash. Got some trash here that I'm gonna just toss out. But it looks pretty good. I swept the bottom and then cleaned the shelves as I went. And I have a little non-keto section up here where, like, if I have to take somebody a meal or something like that, that's pretty much what I would use those things for. So this is where I'm going to leave you guys on this video. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that this encouraged you to maybe go through your refrigerator and your cupboards to kind of get rid of some things that might have crept in there over the holidays. Wherever you're at, I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you soon, friends.